Hi, Physics 1. Mr. Janowski here. So I've made a little slideshow just to go over what's going to be happening with online learning for Physics 1, and especially what's going to be happening this upcoming week, March 30th through April 3rd. So quick overview. What we're going to be doing is kind of rewinding and going back over the Chapter 9 stuff. Chapter 9 was on energy. So don't worry if you've already started the Chapter 10 rotational motion stuff. All that stuff is on pause for now. We'll get back to that stuff in short order when we can. So assignments. First of all, assignments for, let me get rid of this little thing here. Assignments for science teachers can be due either on Tuesdays or Thursdays. We can assign anything that, whenever we want, but we're only supposed to make them due on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So if you look at this little guy down here, this is on the school's website. This is on that email that got sent out. You can see when things will be due for all of your different core classes. And apparently your artistic majors, they can assign things whenever they want. But yeah, in general, things for me will be due Tuesdays or Thursdays. Required assignments this week. There will be a very brief check-in assignment. I haven't made it yet. It'll just be some way of touching base with me, just to let me know that you're actually, up to speed with this technology, online learning stuff, the way you should be. Also required this week is the Chapter 9 test. Now, this will be required for some and optional for others. So more on that right here. So the Chapter 9 test, if you haven't finished it yet, so if you haven't begun it at all, or if you started it but didn't quite finish, you've got to do the Chapter 9 test this week. If you have already completed it and you want to retake it either because you didn't love the grade you got the first time around, or you just want to retake it just to keep yourself sharp and just for practice, things like that, you can certainly do that. So at some point next week, I'm going to put the test out on Google Classroom, and then I guess it's just honor system. Take the test without any outside help. Don't talk to each other. You're really on your own. There's no other way we can do this. It'll just be honor system. Then send it back to me. You'll take pictures of the pages you do if you print it out, or you'll write it out on loose leaf paper or something like that. So yeah, Chapter 9 test, required if you haven't finished it, optional if you have finished it already. Other things you can do for Physics 1. You can go back on Google Classroom and redo the old homeworks and look at the solutions. You can watch the videos I've made either for the slides or for the new study guide. So I've already made the videos for the new study guide. Those are up there on Google Classroom. Well, they're on YouTube, but there are links to them on Google Classroom. And I'm also going to make videos for the slides. I've made some of them already. I'm about to put them, make them live and publicly available on YouTube, which is just me talking through the slides. So if those are completely optional to look at, but if you're going to retake the test or take the test for the first time, I would recommend looking at those. You can also email me if you have any questions about Physics 1 or what's going on in the world or with school in general. You can email me. And then you can also attend my office hours using Hangouts. So I've got a slide for that. So my office hours are 1 to 3 p.m. every day. So skip down to bullet point D here. So office hours are the designated time where the teachers are supposed to be available and will respond very quickly. I will always be available and try to respond quickly within reason. I am not available at midnight on Saturday or 4 a.m. on any day of the week. But yeah, if you ever have any questions, you can contact me by email. I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. But office hours are the times when the teachers are supposed to be the most available, and we'll get back to you as quick as they can. So I'm not 100% confident that I know how to make this work, but I've scheduled this as a recurring event in my Google Calendar. I'm going to put a link to that in Google Classroom, which I think you can just join that link and then we'll converse using Hangouts. So if you're in the office hours and you can attend and either be in there by video, voice, or chat. So full video with video and talking, just voice if you prefer that, or you can just chat, just using the text feature. One thing I asked is if you are there by video or by voice, you want to keep your microphone muted if you're not talking. That way, when your dog barks in the background and you don't have anything to ask or to contribute to the office hours discussion, the video won't jump to your screen. Otherwise, any noise you make will draw the video to your screen. So just a little, I don't know, Google chat etiquette to keep in mind when you're doing this. And that's it for this little slideshow. So I look forward to starting up the online learning next week. We'll see how it goes.